Are you ready, ready?
Welcome back to the Boom Room. We've been picked up for another season. I'm so excited, but we can get into that later. Having said that, let's get into the recap. Going into Monday night, 3 teams basically had a win locked up. 3 teams was on the outside looking in with a shot to get a win coming into the Monday night game. Let's talk about it. It came down to Body Bag, TNT, Arizona Rhyme, always on the outside looking in. Lincoln Legends, whooping that ass, was trying to hold on to their victory spot. Arizona Rhyme with his defense and a running back who had 11 catches easily maneuvered his way up into the top 6, knocking the Lincoln Legends out and having whooping that ass have to hold on for the 6th spot. Could TNT or Body Bag make the move? They both had a chance. They both cut the lead to less than 6 with less than 5 minutes to go. Unfortunately, Russell Wilson just couldn't get it done. He was awful in the red zone. And then probably the worst coaching decision that we've ever seen. I'm not saying it's a fireable offense, but I'm saying you got to have a conversation. 4th and 5, you go for a 64-yard field goal, effectively ending any chance that TNT or Body Bag had at stealing a victory. Shout out to whipping that ass for holding on to the number 6 spot and getting a victory. So I salute G5, Bread Inc., Arizona Rhyme, Higher Power, El Cajinos, whipping that ass. Congratulations. To the rest of us, we'll see you next week when the head-to-head begins. Boom. Now, it's that time. Listen, man, we gave you a hard time. Ash should have been here. You know what I mean? Congratulations. Finally, you in the club. The Champs Club. Everybody. I know I give you a hard time, man, but I'm happy for you. I'm glad you finally got it. Before you come up,
salute to the champ.
Champ.
Congratulations, champ.
Right.
It may not mean nothing to you.
Open it up. Show us this. Who's that shot though? Lobo?
Last name ever, first name greatest. That's my ankle, boy, I ain't nothing to play with.
Cheer! Cheer! That's what I'm talking about. But it was hard, man. A bunch of years, multiple best record titles, multiple division titles, and what I believe is the best division in the Beat It Fantasy Football League.
Easy.
Probably the most regular season wins in this league, but it was important. It was important to win this title. Shouts out to Devontae Adams, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Herbert, Leonard Fournette, the forever legend, Tyler Lockett. I told him to hang in there.
You're not drafting him this year.
His jersey getting retired. His jersey is getting retired as a legend.
He got cut. Fuck retired.
Cooper Kupp, and there's one other person that I gotta mention. December 26th last year, the Legends was in the quarterfinals playing against El Cajinos at about 4:20 p.m. Seattle defense took the lead and Cajinos had the lead, and the Legends had no players left. So what do you know? Nick Foles gives me 20. He scores 25 points against Seattle defense. He gives me a 14-point lead. Holding on to Monday night, my man still got Alvin Kamara, his number 1 player left. He only need 14 points, and he give him 6.
Dang, he gave a Dr. J.
And the legend rolled. So big shout out to Nick Foles.
No, you got that Alvin Kamara.
He got me a championship with the Eagles. If y'all don't know, I'm an Eagles fan in this room. Eagles. He got me a Super Bowl, and he got me in my first fantasy league title. So I appreciate y'all, and I'm about to run y'all motherfuckers down one more year.
Dang.
Let's go.
Listen, y'all know what time it is. Without further ado, the defending reigning champion, Lakin Legends. Hey, listen, man. Congratulations. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. It's about time.
Hey, listen, man.
Let's
toast to that, man. To the club. All right, before we look forward, let's recap last season. I will say this. Let's start with your draft. Did you see it turning out the way it did?
I always see my draft turning out fantastic. My drafts are solid. Pretty much coming out of the season. Cooper Kupp, MVP. I didn't expect him to catch all them touchdowns that last year and play as well as he did. I just wanted a wide receiver to catch a bunch of passes or whatever. And you expect somebody to pop. I feel like I got a better bench than most teams every year. Just waiting for somebody to pop. And then sometimes we go down in the playoffs like we've done, but not this time. Y'all couldn't get me this time.
And a lot of people don't remember that you also drafted Jamar Chase.
I did. I would have had 1, 2, 3 wide receivers all year long.
Yeah, honestly, one of the best drafts. Hey, listen, I know how big a fan of trivia you are, so I wanted to set you up with one trivia question. Okay. So, you joined the exclusive club this past year by going wire to wire and winning the chip. You're the third person to do it. Do you know the other 2 teams that's done it in our league?
Would T be a good guess?
No.
I know Tone had an amazing season that didn't and then title. Corey had some best records and some titles. My other guess would be Corey.
Corey is one, correct. Corey was the first one to do it.
I can't imagine who would be the other one.
Boom. Well, let's move on. But welcome to the club. You know, it's nice having you. Of course, it'd be me, you, and Corey. But you know, let the hate continue from the other divisions and shit. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this. Let's get into the playoffs last year, because that first game, it was touch and go. At any time did you feel as though, damn?
The first game?
The playoff game against Kev.
That was
that was your first game, semifinals, because you had to buy the first round.
Okay. Yeah, man. It was over. I told the story. I don't know if y'all broadcasted my Super Bowl speech or whatever. I told the story. It was over. Like I walked away. It was 4:00 Sunday night, and Kev had the lead. And I was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, Kev got players left. I ain't got no players left. And Nick Foles come through. He give me a little bit of lead. I go out and watch American Underdog or whatever. It was like the worst movie ever. I tapped out, but I had a little lead at the end of that. I was like, I took my son out. I must be doing something right. And then, Monday night, the magic happened, and we continue to roll, and here we are. We're in the club. Yeah, it was amazing. I felt that sting before. I had the playoffs where Tone won the championship, where I needed 10 points from a wide receiver who's been getting me like 25 points all year long. Mm-hmm. He came in and played one play in that game and then sat down. So,
if I'm not mistaken, that was Crabtree, right?
That was Crabtree.
Okay, yeah.
That was Crabtree for the Raiders. He was crushing all year long.
Beat
it. I thought it was a stripper gram or something.
I know, yeah. I made you some cookies and shit. You're like, yeah, come on down and shit. Have fun editing that, man.
I edited that out. I don't even know what y'all was talking about.
Yeah, about Crabtree. But yeah, I was there. I was on my way to the final. No, that was a Super Bowl night. That was me against Tone in the finals. A Super Bowl night. I needed 10 points, and Crabtree didn't show up for me or whatever. So, still, shout out to that team. They went to the finals. Shout out my original team that went to the finals. Shout out Matt Forte, who a couple of years Matt Forte put my team on his back, and then got injured just before the playoffs. Oh, yeah, we had a number of shots at it. It was.
Hey, listen,
it was about time.
It's fun that you should say that because when I won, I thought about the players who meant the most to me. So, is there anybody besides Matt Forte that you wish could have been a part of this?
That original team, Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay.
I was able to trade for Larry Fitzgerald like mid-season with Corey, and he gave me a quarterback too. But yeah, we that team turned around. We stunk it up first year in this league. Okay. We was hurting. And I guess Corey needed defense and gave me some pieces or whatever. That team turned around and went to the finals against Julian. But nobody could beat Julian at that time. It was just
that was the running back from Tennessee, I believe. It was unstoppable.
But yeah, we had a number of amazing runs. Yeah, like I said, Tyler Lockett is a forever legend. He don't have to last to the last round. Like, he might be my 7th round pick permanent.
So let me ask you this: I know how I felt. Did it feel the way you thought it would?
It was a weight off my back. It was like, that was the only thing y'all could hold against me. That was it. Like all the wins, all the regular season wins. The best record title, the division titles or whatever. It just, the smaller trophies and watching y'all get them big trophies at the end of the year, the ring and the championship belt and all that. And it was just like, yo, when is my turn coming? Like, I'm doing the right thing every year. It's got to pop. So, yeah, it was a weight lifted off my shoulder. I feel like LeBron won his first title.
So let me ask you this. Right now, are you more hungry than you were before you won the title?
Coming into the season, it was still, up until the draft, it was like relief. Like, I'm coming to get my trophy. Now I want another one. Okay. Now, I'm about to send T my ring size. This ring was too small. Like, I can only wear that on my pinky. So I got to get the right ring size next year.
Hey, listen, we'll take care of that pronto. No problem. All right. Listen, I appreciate that you still got that fire. Some people win a chip and you never be heard from again and shit. But listen, I want to say for the last time, congratulations. You definitely earned it. You deserved it. Welcome to the club. Now, having said that, let's look forward to this season. I'm pretty sure you got a chance to look at the draft recap show.
I did. I felt some kind of way about that show.
Yeah, go ahead. Elaborate.
I was saying, y'all came in my draft. I see what y'all saying. Y'all don't see the talent on my team. I see a whole lot of talent on my team. I see a team that's ready to put together a run. I think maybe y'all thought that you don't get an elite tight end in this league, but last year I didn't start the team with an elite tight end. I traded for one during the season or whatever. So moves can be made, and I feel like I'm in a position where I can make moves. I got talent up and down my roster. I can make moves. I can get a tight end later. There's things that could be done. But my starters, I'm mad confident in my starters. Like, Allen Robinson is my number 2. He didn't show up last week, but he was open. If you watch the tape.
Okay.
He was open.
Where it is quarterback don't like brothers, but go ahead.
So I'm mad confident in that. TJ Hawkinson, that's a Pro Bowl tight end. Like, you could do worse that late in the draft than get a Pro Bowl tight end. And the way Goff played against the Eagles defense last year, last week, like, yeah, I expected the Eagles defense to be better, but Goff played well. It looked like the Detroit is coming out to play, and TJ Hawkinson is going to be a part of that. So I'm mad confident in my team. I'm a little disappointed that y'all came at my team so hard and put me third in the division. It was. I've never been third in the division, not without major injuries.
I mean, listen, that's true. Hey, I'm gonna give you a little kickback. I'm not a fan of Josh Jacobs. You know, I feel like you could do better than Josh Jacobs. Like I think that's the first thing that really stuck out with me with your draft. I was surprised at your lack of running back depth coming out of the draft. I thought you had more question marks at running back than like answers. So and then like you said, normally you leave the draft with good depth. I don't really see your depth like, you know, I know Lockett. I'll give you a pass for that because I know, you know, that's your guy. Yeah, I just, to me, it was just.
I mean, there weren't much better options at running back after Josh Jacobs. My hope is that Josh Jacobs is going to get traded or whatever. But
okay,
for my second running back, I like to have just control of a backfield. That's all. I got Jacobs. I intended to get Zamir White, but Brad was hating a little bit because I picked up Damian Harris. Okay. So I still got Amir Abdullah, so I feel like I got a good chance to control that backfield. And I'm all right with that with my second running back. Like, that works for me.
Now, then let me ask you this. Let me put you on the spot because you said you didn't agree with where we ranked you as far as the division. So would you feel as though you had a better draft than Negro or myself?
I'm saying this was clearly one of Negro's better drafts. And honestly, like, you made so many trades during the draft. Like, I don't even know who you got on your team after draft night. So, I mean, what you got on the board, I was good with it. Like, I was good with Travis Etienne and James Robinson. But after week one, I look at that and say, you know, who's the number one in that backfield? Like, you gonna have a headache all season. So I'm almost happier with Josh Jacobs and Amir Abdullah than at least we know who the number one is. He's not a great number one, but we know who the number one is.
Listen, yeah, I'm good with what we got. So, well, since I have you here, you know, and it's only been 1 week, let me get your opinion. Let's stay in our division. What did you make of Corey draft? Did you think we were right in giving him all the grief we did, or you thought we was a little too hard on him?
Corey is a wizard. To put that out front, like he has a way of, you know, making his teams survive and make it to the finals or whatever. But I can't say that I see it from the draft. Like, I understand the strategy of waiting on quarterbacks until round 13, 14 or whatever. Like, that makes no sense. I don't see the strategy of trading. Who did he trade away? McLaurin?
Yes. He got for, like, I think a 10th and 11th pick.
And he took a kicker with one of those picks.
Yeah.
Like, in the 9th round. So it was like, yeah, you still could have got Tucker like 4 rounds later. I don't think anybody was going to compete with you for that draft. So, but Corey is Corey. Like, you can't like shit on him because he finds a way to get it done. He's got a strategy.
Listen, I agree, but if we just go strictly off the draft, I don't know what he was doing. Let's say this, you know, and thank you for not agreeing with everything I said, because, you know, I don't want you, you know, eggplant and shit.
I'll try not to eggplant.
So who drafted you like? You know, outside of our division, was it a draft that, you know, you said, you know what, I like that draft?
So Body Bag has been talking to me a lot lately, trying to make some deals or whatever. And I looked at his team like, if Kyler Murray doesn't get nicked up, I mean, that's a real possibility. I feel like Kyler Murray get nicked up, and the second half of the season is like,
to the choir right now.
It's done for him, and that's like the weakness I feel like on his team. But he's got good running backs, he's got good wide receivers, he's got some depth. He's just weak at the tight end, and like I said, if something happens to Kyler Murray, then, you know, he could be, you know, season could go go from here to there.
So you like
based
his
on
draft?
Kyler Murray, yeah.
Okay.
I really did like his draft.
Okay. Is there anybody else that you like before I go to the other end of the spectrum?
I said I did like Jabroni's draft.
Careful.
I did.
Careful. Jabroni's careful. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did like it, but he picked up his third running back kind of early. Like I talked to him about that in the past. You fill up your flex too early, you get kind of stuck. You gotta take the best available after that to fill out your starters or whatever. So, but he got some good pieces. Like Jalen Hurts showed up for him. Jerry Jeudy showed up. Jalen Waddle. Like they're gonna be players. Like he's got a good squad.
All right, so let's go to the opposite end. Give me the 2 drafts that you least liked.
That'd have been Corey and Arizona Ron.
Okay. Well,
Man.
let's straight to that because he said absolutely if you don't like his draft and shit. Goddamn.
My man got 5 running backs in the first 7 picks, and then traded away as number 2 wide receiver. It was a rough night. It was.
Hey, if I'm you on Sunday night, you better avoid that smack board and shit, man. Goddamn. Said boy the same and said, T, you could have did this shit.
It's just analytics. You can't play all of it. You can't play, 2 of your top 7 picks every week. You got to get your starters filled out with those slots or whatever. So
now here's the $1 million question, because we left the draft recap thinking the streak ends this year. Does Negro get you this year?
Ain't nothing. Negro just lost his quarterback. So
yeah.
Listen,
I shouldn't do this. I'm gonna give Negro some credit though. He trolled me this week because we got a bet.
Yeah.
And he sent me a trade. He offered me Dak for Russell Wilson this year. Game on, nigga. Game on. I like it though. It's clever.
He had a good draft, but that hurt. Dak Prescott going down this early in the season. I know he's seen the injury bug, but we'll talk. We made some trades. Like I don't like Negro to wallow at the bottom for too long.
You ain't answered the question.
What about? Is he gonna beat me?
Is this
no,
the year?
No, right? Yeah, no. Is he gonna come within 50? Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know. It's just
hey, listen. You heard it.
you gotta pray to the fantasy gods this year. So it's maybe it'll happen. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know how to transition from that. So listen,
Y'all gave him what? Second in the division, though?
Yeah,
I see y'all.
I honestly thought he had a very good draft. I thought my only critique to his draft that was negative. I just thought he had quite a few players from bad teams. It's like you don't want too many players from bad teams, because I always feel like towards the middle end of the season they give more people opportunities because they ain't going nowhere. So let's see what we got. Like the running back that he got in Houston. He got the job now, but if he's not producing or they want to bring somebody in, that could be up in the air. And he didn't even really get the run in week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, Mooney. You playing the Bears, where Mooney at? There ain't nobody else you got to worry about. And it's just, it was a lot of, that was my only negative thing about it. But I thought he had a good draft. If I'm being honest, I liked his draft better than yours. I did, coming out of the draft. But what I would say, as we both know, that's just one part of it, as you said. So,
Herbert, I mean, that was my Super Bowl quarterback last year, man. Herbert is going to carry me through some games that the rest of the league,
See, but here
y'all can sleep on Justin if y'all want to.
You got to learn the lesson of the real NFL and real leagues. When you run it back, it don't seem to work out. You got to move on. You got to be like, look, we had a great run. But when you run it back, when you get that nostalgia, it's just like, yeah. And then you be like halfway through. Like, look at the Rams week 1.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta love Justin Herbert. I mean, like, he belongs in the elite quarterback status. He throws from the pocket. He can make every throw. He only runs when he needs to. He don't take hard hits. He's got one of the best receiving cores in the league or whatever. Like, my man when the rest of my team don't carry me, my man gonna carry me.
Hey, listen, man, you sound like his agent, man. Hey, listen, I'm sold. Hey, listen, before I let you go, man, is it anything else that you want to say to the league? Anything else that you need to get out there before the season really gets going this week?
I'm coming back, man. I'm running it back. Like y'all could like. In all honesty, I feel like y'all, no matter who won the title, I feel like everybody know if they want to get over the hump, they got to beat the Legends every year. And this is another one. Like, if you feel like your team is the team, if you feel like your team is on its way, you got to beat the Legends.
Time out. Listen, I knew that was going to be our last question, but I got two more. I got two more. All right, one. I relish going through the Legends. Believe, bring the Legends in. That's all I want. Here's a question.
It's never easy. It's never easy going through the Legends.
We talked about switching the divisions up going into the season, and one of the reasons that we didn't is because Negro said he wanted another shot against the three of us, and then I respected that. Having said that, do you feel it's time to switch it up?
I understood. I mean, like. Some of the divisions, like a division champion a division leader is getting in with a record far less than we got in our division. I guess it's been happening for a few years. So, bring on anybody. I feel like I could flourish in any division or whatever. I think some people need more challenge or whatever to go out and get it on or whatever. So, I felt like we could switch it up, but I hear what you're saying. I respect Negro for coming at it, for putting it on the board. Let's get it.
I will say this in reference to the Legends versus everybody. It was a quirk of the schedule. Like I'm a nerd like this. I looked at the schedule, how it's written. So technically, your first home game is until week 3. This week, technically, you're at Corey's place, so I don't think you get to raise the banner. But we're going to say you raise the banner because it's your first game. But week 3 at home, TNT in the building, we want to be there. We want to be there. We want to see the banner go up.
Is that why y'all released the schedule all late?
Like I didn't want to say nothing. Like I didn't want to request it or whatever. But when we saw week 3 the banner go up, we wanted to be on the sidelines. We want to be there, and we want to rain on the parade, so to speak. So week 3, we'll be there.
We're going to be talking to Tyler Lockett about getting himself ready for that game.
Yeah, I swear to God, if Tyler Lockett do something that fucking game, I'm going to lose my mind. Man. But look, man, congratulations. It was a ball. Listen, all that said and done, now it's on. Game on.
Let's go. You want the title, you got to come through the Legends.
Listen, finally, that's a true statement. Hey, listen, man, it was a ball. Thanks for coming out. Good luck defending the title. And as I tell everybody to come on here, I hope that nobody gets hurt.
Let's go.
Once again, I want to thank the defending reigning champion Lincoln Legends for coming in. Had a great time. Thanks for coming out. Listen, to the Dynasty League, I ain't forget about you guys. It's been a busy week, but I'm definitely going to start updating things that's going on over there. Now, having said that, let's get on to the game of the week. No disrespect to the champs. You're going to be a co-game of the week, but we'll talk about you a little further down the line. Some things transpired that made this week 2 game a little juicy and spicy. That's going to be Body Bag versus G5. They talk that. Now let's see what they do. Can't wait to recap that game. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on the Boom.